What's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here. Wanted to make a video on all of my eBay sales for this weekend. So running through what's selling on my store, how much I sold it for, what I'm into the card for, and ultimately how much I'll make at the end of the day. So just gonna start running through these. And some of it is a mix of eBay and Twitter sales as well. So this first, the latest one came from Twitter. 2 Pat Garwo, a mini diamond, and a lava auto. Sold that for $5 or $6, plain white envelope. And I posted a big lot on my Twitter. I posted a big lot on my Twitter mostly for trade on just stale inventory, and sold quite a few things. So that's where a lot of these come from, and that's where that Garwo sale came from. The next one is also from Twitter. Ian Book and Gilbert Perez. I think I'm basically into these cards for nothing at this point, so I sold them for $3 together for $3, plain white envelope. Ian Book to 49 and Gilbert Perez Bowman Platinum auto. This next stack came from eBay. So I'm running a promotion on my store right now. Buy 3 cards, get 20% off. And so this seller took advantage, getting 7 cards. So we'll run through everything they picked up. So this Christian Kirk, I think, was $3 or $4. Kayvon Thibodeau was $4 or $5. Kyle Trask Pink Mosaic was, I think, $8. Jonathan Taylor, $15. Amon-Ra Select Concourse Silver, I think, was $3 or $4. And then Javonte Williams Purple Shock, that was $3 or $4. And then Travis Etienne Jr., that was $15 or $12. So I think everything for this buyer netted out to $52. Then the 20% off went down to about $42. After fees, it goes down to $35. And then after shipping, I'll net about $31. I'm probably into these cards at this point for about $10 to $15. So a nice way to double up my money through that promotion. So it's been doing okay. I've sold maybe 3 or 4 bulk deals at that promotion. So I don't mind it, although 20% sometimes does seem a little steep. Selling $52 worth of cards and then after fees only netting $30, but at the same time I am basically into these cards for nothing because I'm just churning out so much inventory and having successful card shows that I'm moving my inventory on, that it basically gives me that flexibility. Next few, Kobe Bryant Prism, sold this for $8. I bought a lot of these at $3 a piece. I think I had 7 or 8. I've sold 3 or 4 at this point. So $8 a piece, and one person just bought one of them. This was another Twitter sale. Michael Parsons was in that big lot. I think I had it listed on eBay for $16. Someone asked, just what the price was. They weren't interested in trade. I offered $11 plain white envelope, and they took that. So kind of avoids the eBay fees there. Nico Collins, Red Wave Prism Auto. I bought this probably in February or March, kind of prospecting the Texans in their draft for a quarterback. Thought there would be some hype around there. They've got John Mechie. I think they had moved Brandon Cooks or some other receiver at that point that I'm blanking on. But yeah, I think I got this closer to $20 and this sold for $10. I'll probably net $9 or $10. This was one where, they drafted Nathaniel Dell and I just kind of want to get out of it and move my money. So I'm happy to take the loss and just get my $10 back and reinvest it into something else. I just didn't see it moving from a $18 card that I bought it for, moving up to a $30 card anytime. So I'll just kind of get rid of that. Next one, I got this in a dollar bin. I've made my money back from this show, but a kicker color match sold for, I think, $4, $3.75 maybe. So not bad. After fees and all, you probably make $2. But again, at my selling rate, it's more about the quantity and making those smaller margins, making $2, $3 on each transaction and growing the balance there. This next one is a couple of monopolies. There's 2 of each cards in these penny sleeves. Got these for 10 cents at this point. I've made my money back from that show. And this sold, I think, for $4. So again, making $2.50 off of this transaction, and just making the most of that opportunity there. Another Monopoly sale. This had 3 of each, so the seller got a lot. I've lotted it up as a lot of 6. I think this was $3 or $4 as well. Net a couple bucks after fees there. So Monopoly kind of moved for me this weekend. Drew Gilbert, there are 2 sapphires in here. I don't want to pull them out right now though. Got these at the show this weekend for $7 or $8, whatever the math is, to get 6 cards for $50. And sold these for $20 a piece. So to the same seller too, so can just combine shipping for them there. So not a bad flip there. I'll probably put the fee calculator just because I am interested to see what those margins are up here. Another Twitter sale here, some TJ Hawkinson from that big lot that I posted on my Twitter. I had these listed on eBay for $5 a piece. They wanted, I said $5 trade value for each as well. They said, what about if I just buy it? And we agreed at $12 plain white envelope. I'm into these cards for nothing. I've made my money back from that show. So a nice $10 profit. Originally though, I bought these for $2 a piece. So I wouldn't have been upset there if I made $4 on that. But because I've sold other inventory or the other cards from that lot, I'm into those cards for basically nothing now. Brandon Ayuk, I've got a guy on Twitter. This also came from that lot. He buys all my Brandon Ayuk now. $2 plain white envelope, something simple there. Luke Kuechly, select to 149 or 199. I didn't think that this would sell so quickly. This sold within hours of posting, and there were 1 or 2 others listed, although they had some higher shipping fees. I had $4 free shipping, and so this sold. I got this for 80 cents. This was part of my 6 cards that I bought for $5 at the show this weekend. So not a bad flip there. White Hot Rookies, Kenny Pickett. I think this was pretty cheap, $3 or $4. Nothing crazy there. Grant Williams. So I took a chance. I don't do basketball, but just the Celtics are on their way to a potential historic comeback. So we'll see what happens. Tonight is Game 7. I've got a orange cracked ice as well. So we'll see. Jackson Smith and Jigba, got this for about $7 or $8 at the show. Sold this for $15. Sold same day as well. This was also from that lot, $7 or $8 into it. Took a chance. Younghoe Koo, kicker, but it's a blue camo to 25. This sold, I think, for $21 shipped. So a nice flip there. I'll throw the eBay fee calculator up there to kind of see my net proceeds. Was really pleased with that. That sold very quickly. Nick Bolton, a guy I buy a lot of. This I got for probably $3 on eBay, and I didn't know that I had best offer. I try not to put a best offer option on any cards that I have listed like $7 or $8 or under. Just buy it now only. Someone sent an offer, and I just decided to accept it just to move. I probably lost, maybe 50 cents or so on that one, but again, I'd just rather have my money back at that point. Antonio Gibson, white mosaic. This was one of my big winners from the show. Got this for $5. It's white to 25. Sold this for $35 shipped. So a really nice return there for me. Was very pleased. This was my first card that sold from the show, and it was a good one. So happy about that result. And then I'll just bring both of these out. A pair of Pat Surtain optics. I buy Patrick Surtain optic at color at about $1 a piece at shows. He seems to follow me everywhere. These both sold for $4. I think I bought this one for $2. After a bulk deal, I'm probably down to $1. And this one, I think I actually got in maybe a 10 or 25 cent bin that I was digging through. So not bad sales there. And this was, I guess, the big winner from 2 shows ago. I found this Red Stars for $2. And after comps, I was looking at Kyle Pitts, Micah Parsons, Justin Fields. I just threw it up on eBay for $120 or best offer. There were 2 that sold back in November for about $50 and $40. I decided to send an offer out for $100, and someone took it immediately. They only had 1 feedback, and it was a non-payer, so I thought the sale was dead. But lucky for me, I messaged them, and they said, hey, sorry, new to eBay. They said their kid bid on their last transactions, so that's why they were a non-payer, but this guy actually paid. So hopefully there's no sort of refund or return that'll come my way, but awesome margin there from $2 to $100. I'm gonna net, I think, about $85 on that sale. And then this card, I bought this from the same card show. It was a piece that I could have held on to. I do really like it, but I bought it at 35. I noticed there weren't any sold. Jenny Finch is super popular and pretty collectible, I would say. This is numbered to 249. I threw it up for $180 or best offer. Someone sent me a $100 offer, and they buy my higher end U of A stuff when I'm kind of ready to move on from it. I decided to counter. I got greedy. I just wasn't ready to let go of it. So I countered at 120, and then they let it expire. I dropped my price to 100 because I knew they were watching it, and then they bought it outright for 100. So a nice little flip there. I'll throw the net proceeds up on the screen here. Sad to see it go, but of course, when you're making that much money on a piece, that it's cool, but I don't really have a tie to Jenny Finch other than the University of Arizona. Why not make a little money on the side? And then last one, I think this was in my last video, but the buyer didn't pay for 4 days and took a while to pay, but sold this. I bought this in a lot with that Javonte Williams optic hollow, which I bought the pair for $30. I think I net $31 off of that, so I was into this card for nothing. I think this was like $27 plus 5 shipping. At the end of the day, I'll probably net about $22. So that's everything that sold this weekend. It was a really good weekend. Of course, weekends always seem to have more traction on eBay, but really excited with this weekend of sales. Just a lot of random stuff, of course. It's always fun to see what moves faster than others. So we'll see what sells this week, and I'll update you once we start getting more sales in. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next video.